Turning focus to Taiwan, President Ching-te has pitched the Nobel Peace Prize for US President Donald Trump, but with a condition. The Taiwanese president said Donald Trump should get the Nobel only if he can convince China to renounce military aggression towards Taiwan. Lai made the remarks during an interview on a US conservative radio show where he spoke about peace, regional security, defense, and Trump's influence on China. Speaking on an American radio talk show, Lai said Taiwan continues to rely on international support to maintain peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific. He added that if Trump persuaded the Chinese President Xi Jinping to permanently abandon military aggression against Taiwan, it would be a historic act worthy of global recognition.
We hope to continue receiving President Trump's support. Should President Trump persuade Xi Jinping to permanently abandon any military aggression against Taiwan, President Trump would undoubtedly be a Nobel Peace Prize laureate.
Lai's comments came ahead of a possible meeting between Donald Trump and Xi Jinping at an Asia-Pacific Leaders Summit later this month. During the talk show, he also referred to Trump's earlier claim that Xi had assured him China would not invade Taiwan during his presidency. When asked what he would tell the US president if they met, Lai said he would urge Trump to pay close attention to Xi's actions.
I would advise him to pay particular attention to the fact that Xi Jinping is not only conducting increasingly large-scale military exercises in the Taiwan Strait, but is also expanding military forces in the East China Sea and South China Sea.
Further in the interview, Lai said Taiwan was determined to defend itself. He noted that the island has boosted its defense spending, aiming to reach 5% of GDP by 2030, to reassure allies like the United States of its commitment to self-defense. Washington, bound by law to provide Taiwan with the means to defend itself, continues its long-standing policy of strategic ambiguity. However, there is no clarity whether the US would intervene militarily in the event of a Chinese invasion into Taiwan. China has not responded to Lai's remarks so far, but Beijing has repeatedly dismissed him as a separatist and has rejected his offers of dialogue. China maintains that Taiwan is part of its territory and has not ruled out the use of force to bring the island under its control. Tensions between China and Taiwan have been mounting in recent months, with Lai insisting that only the island's people can decide their future. Meanwhile, the American president continues his push for his long-pursued goals of the Nobel Peace Prize. Since the Abraham Accords, Trump has argued that if Barack Obama got one for showing up, he should get at least two for saving the Middle East. In July, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu nominated Trump for the award for America's role in striking Iran's nuclear facilities during the 12-day war and brokering the ceasefire. After Israel, it's now Taiwan that's invoking Trump's name for the Nobel Peace Prize. And it remains to be seen whether the Taiwanese president's statement is a genuine call for peace or diplomatic theater. What it certainly does is that it highlights the fragile balance of power in the Indo-Pacific and the high-stakes diplomacy behind the world's most coveted peace prize. Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.